This is the Mekong Delta. The best word to describe this place is abundance. Abundance of fruits, abundance of coconuts, abundance of workmanship, and abundance of purpose.
At least that's the impression you get the minute you set foot here. But ever since the Vietnam War, the people of Mekong have faced ever-increasing hardships, and we are here to investigate what exactly is going on. This is day 4 of our month-long Vietnam adventure, where we explore this magical country from south to north. We just spent 3 days in Ho Chi Minh City, which is easily one of our all-time favorite cities. Our trusted cab driver Sung is taking us 4 hours south to the capital city of the Mekong Delta, Can Tha. This is where the story starts. Whoa! Amalie, she doesn't know where we're staying.
No, I know where we were supposed to stay.
Yes.
But I don't know where we are staying.
I had to cancel the other place. It was a bad idea. But this one.
Do you know what it was that you booked, since you say it's a bad idea?
It was a love hotel.
Oh, okay. Why did you book that?
Because the reviews were great, but then I read the reviews on Google and they were not great. Bamboo Eco. Yes. Okay. Welcome to the Mekong Delta, guys. We are here. This is our home already.
This is amazing.
The Mekong Delta has a lot of problems, but tourism isn't one of them. In fact, tourism is booming, with 2024 attracting more than 52 million visitors. For this reason, you find accommodation that is bucket list material. My childhood dream has always been having a bamboo cabin just like this. It finally happened, although only for the next 48 hours. How much do you think I paid for this per night?
When you say it like that, it's not a lot. So you paid 70 euros a night.
60.
Pretty good, huh?
Pretty good guess.
Pretty good.
Okay.
To get a good sense of the Mekong Delta geography, we asked our hotel to provide us with a scooter.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I mean, I really didn't expect much of Mekong Delta because
I'm already surprised positively.
when you read about it and watch videos, it's all about the dark side, and we'll get to the dark side. But it really is beautiful, and I didn't think that there was any beautiful nature left, but there certainly is. Hello, xin chào.
Xin chào.
Xin chào coconut.
Coconut. Do a lie.
vừa lạnh không có vừa lạnh vừa này không.
Ah, okay.
But let's try one. Let's see how it. We always get them cold, so let's see how they are lukewarm. Wow! Woohoo!
Is it good?
Wow! Woo!
Bạn sinh ra ở đây à?
Ở đây.
Ah, okay.
How's it going, Amalie?
I'm trying to ask if they're born here.
Đồng bằng Cửu Long. Đúng rồi, đúng.
Đồng bằng Cửu Long.
Đúng.
You don't get the feeling that these people are struggling. They seem content with life, but interestingly, the people are also dreaming of bigger and better. At least that must be the explanation, since playing the lotto is a big deal here. How much? I don't think you get these unique experiences many places around the world these days. It's so easily accessible, and they're all so friendly. Very friendly. No. Come on. Tap yet. Wow.
I love this. But where are we going?
I don't know, but we're going. Oh, I love this so much.
I mean, this is what traveling is all about.
This is not vacation.
This is traveling.
This is traveling.
Absolutely.
We are on our way to Can Tha.
There's no phone holder, so we don't really have any GPS, which is problematic. Kanta City Center. Okay. Kanta City Center. No one speaks a word English.
Can Tha is Vietnam's fourth largest city. With 1.5 million people, you're surprised by how big it really is. It's as big as Denmark's capital city, Copenhagen, but the feel is quite different because there is no city feel. It's just what feels like endless blocks of houses and local shops.
Do you think we can see that temple, Jon?
Amalie is meditating, and we just took a right turn because we want to go down to the river, and here we are. I love seeing places like this because I think this having places to worship and having something to worship is very important for the Vietnamese people, and I think it's what makes them keep going. And I also think that's why they work hard. They really don't give up, it seems. You don't see homeless people here, and I just love that morale, that work ethic, you know. I really like the Vietnamese people. They're so kind, very submissive, but not in a shallow way, you know. They're just kind-hearted.
We're at the water.
We're at a... You know, people say it's just a dirty river. But is it dirt?
The brownish color of the Mekong Delta is mostly due to natural sediment and mud, not pollution. However, there are areas where pollution is a real problem. The Mekong River is one of the world's top 10 most plastic polluted rivers, which is mainly due to the older generation of the local communities. They simply dispose of trash directly into the water because the waste management system isn't efficient enough. The young generations are trying to spread awareness and change this mentality, but it's not easy. And the plastic pollution is just a symptom of a much bigger problem. The real threat: dams.
Upstream, massive hydropower dams built by China, Laos and Thailand are choking the Mekong's natural flow. These dams trap the sediment that once replenished the delta, leaving the land exposed to erosion. Without this constant supply of fresh sediment, the Mekong Delta is literally crumbling into the sea. Then there's the sand mining crisis. The Mekong's riverbanks are being stripped of sand at an alarming rate, mostly for construction projects in Vietnam, China and Singapore. This has turned once stable shorelines into collapsing mudbanks, swallowing homes and displacing families. But despite these challenges, the Mekong Delta remains one of the most important regions in Vietnam. This is Vietnam's rice bowl, producing more than 50% of the country's rice, making Vietnam one of the world's largest rice exporters. Beyond rice, the Mekong Delta is also a powerhouse of agriculture and aquaculture. It supplies most of the country's fruit, from mangoes and coconuts to dragon fruit and durians. The river itself fuels Vietnam's seafood industry, providing over 60% of the country's fish and shrimp exports.
Anyway, we found this restaurant by chance. We think this is where the wealthier locals come to celebrate life. You get your own private booth where you can then eat, drink, smoke and have fun.
No alcohol.
Yes, no.
No alcohol. I don't drink alcohol.
Ok. Chi. Lại được không? Đây. Mình đẹp.
Thank you.
Okay.
Very nice. Okay. Tạm biệt.
A few moments later.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Come on.
Actually, the Mekong Delta is known to have the best cuisine in all of Vietnam. Also, the most variety of the cuisine is found here. Yeah, it's very famous for especially seafood, but also for, let's call it, exotic meats. You can eat anything here in this menu card, from snails to turtle to frog to...
Rats.
How does it feel knowing that you can pick your animal here and then they will slaughter it?
I mean, that is from farm to table, but tomorrow morning, very early, we have a very exciting Mekong River tour, private, just me and Amalie. And we are going to see everything worth seeing on the river, including one of those exotic markets. This is a little bit tough to look at. Oh my god. You're so cute. I'm really sorry that someone will eat you.
There's no question that the Vietnamese like meat. Anything with flesh, they'll eat it. And we will show you some less appetizing examples on that later. On the upside, you can't argue with the freshness. It's directly from farm to table. Although farmed fish and caged animal don't correlate with quality. But that's a whole other story.
This was alive like 10 minutes ago.
Don't tell me. I literally had a meltdown just before. No joke. I had a meltdown because I realized that my hunger is the reason that an animal died. You know, you don't really think about these things normally. When you go to the supermarket and you buy a chicken, you don't think about it. Here it's right in your face, and I have to really appreciate this chicken, otherwise I don't think I can eat it. So, thank you, chicken.
Xin chào.
Tạm biệt. Tạm biệt. Bye bye. Tạm biệt.
Mình về. Mình về. Bye bye. Hẹn gặp lại. Ok. Xin chào. Okay.
With an overpriced and somewhat mediocre lunch that took almost 3 hours to be served, we had to rush home as a thunderstorm was looming.
Another round of water. I'm loving it.
We didn't get to see enough of Kantar, but we didn't care. This is home and we could stay forever. As a tourist, it's hard to see the other side of the coin. It really is a paradise here. It's so beautiful, so peaceful, and so idyllic. You feel like you have returned to the home where you can live like we humans are intended to live. You know, connected to nature and with all the luxuries that a gringo tourist requires.
I could live in something like this.
Could you?
Yeah. If there was like maybe 2 more rooms. Fine.
How much did you order?
I did it.
We can feed the whole village with this food you ordered. I am officially sure that you are insane.
This is around $20. And I just had a bite. It tastes unbelievable. We have Mekong pancake. We have the vegetarian chicken. We have the vegetarian pork.
No, vegetarian pork, vegetarian chicken, tofu with lemongrass, tofu with tomato, seaweed tofu soup, stir-fried vegetable noodles, and
Spring rolls. Cute
And
bananas.
the cutest banana I've ever seen.
And steamed rice. And some leaves.
You take the salad and then you take a small portion of the pancake
Mm-hmm.
on the inside. And then you roll it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you dip it here in what he called the dipping sauce.
This place here is just 10 out of 10. So since we are YouTubers and self-proclaimed journalists, investigators, we have to look at both the dark and the bright side of Mekong Delta. But honestly, if I was just a tourist coming here, I would just stay here
And enjoy
and
life.
enjoy, because
seriously, you don't have to deal with all the negativity surrounding the Mekong Delta. This is the best meal of our trip.
Yeah, it's very good. Especially for you who don't eat meat. You haven't had any of the other good things.
Yeah, Amalia's best meal was earlier today.
No.
Good morning, Vietnam.
The next morning, it was time for what we came for, a Mekong River exploration. And as always, we of course start the day with our very own specialty coffee, Bloom. So we have a small grinder and this portable espresso maker that makes us a creamy crema every morning. It's a nice ritual, and what matters is that we get to enjoy organic whole beans that tick all the boxes. Our coffee is specialty grade and roasted to order in small batches. It has no acidity and does not upset your stomach. It's 100% Arabica and very smooth with less caffeine, so it doesn't give you the jitters. Scan this QR code or go to sipbloom.coffee to get yourself a beautiful bag of Bloom.
Are you ready, Jon?
I'm so ready, guys. This is a dream coming true. You know, I've heard about the Mekong Delta my whole life, and now I get to experience it.
And not the way we heard about it. Because in Denmark, when we hear about the Mekong Delta, it is regard to the war and not in regard to what is going on today.
But even though it's been decades since the Vietnam War ended, the locals are still paying the price to this day, and it's quite a horrifying story. So during the Vietnam War, the US military launched Operation Ranch Hand, spraying over 20 million gallons of herbicides across Vietnam. And the most infamous, Agent Orange. The goal was to strip the Viet Cong of cover by destroying jungles, crops and farmland, but the damage went far beyond the battlefield. Agent Orange contained dioxin, one of the most toxic chemicals known to man. It didn't just kill plants, it poisoned the land, the water and the people. Farmers lost their fields, entire ecosystems collapsed, and the real tragedy, the effect didn't stop with those exposed during the war. Even today, millions of Vietnamese suffer from birth defects, cancers, and nerve disorders, passed down through 3 generations and counting. The Mekong Delta is green again, but the toxins remain in the soil and water. People still live near dioxin hotspots, unknowingly consuming contaminated food. Vietnam has spent decades trying to clean up the damage, but even time doesn't seem to heal this wound.
Okay, I am so excited for today because I feel like going on the river in Mekong is the #1 attraction in the whole delta. Obviously because they literally do everything on the water here. You have the water markets, it's just amazing. But we're not alone, of course we need professional help. So today we have Tran with us.
Hi, I'm Trung. I'm a local tour guide here. So, welcome you to my country. Vietnamese always so friendly. Welcome to Vietnam. Xin chào.
Thank you. Today Tran is gonna make sure that we are having a fantastic day. We already spoke a lot and she has already enlightened us a little bit about what life is like here.
Yeah.
So first we are going to a market.
Yeah, we are going to the float market and then we go to traditional market. Are you excited, guys?
Let's go!
With lovely Tran to educate us and Hung to sail us around, we were in for a true bucket list experience, seeing the Mekong Delta from a local's perspective.
There is something with the sun and the morning humidity. I've never experienced humidity like here. Everything, like even when you look out of your eyes, it's like you just came from a sauna and then outside.
The floating markets of the Mekong Delta are a sight like no other. Boats packed with fresh fruit, steaming bowls of noodle soup pass between vendors, and a way of life that has existed for generations. These markets date back hundreds of years to a time when the Mekong Delta had few roads and no modern infrastructure. The river was the highway, and boats were the only way to buy, sell, and trade goods.
But today, this tradition is fading. As roads and bridges have expanded across the Mekong, people move to land-based markets, leaving fewer vendors on the water. Many younger generations are also choosing modern careers over traditional trading. And with the Mekong Delta itself under threat, so too is this way of life. Some floating markets have already disappeared. Others, like this one, fight to survive, adapting by attracting tourists while still serving local communities.
We made it to the market. And we have on one side, we have the Vietnamese Starbucks. Yay! And on the right side, we have a candy store and a bakery. Xin chào. This is how you live on the market, or how you live in Mekong. Every morning they start here at around 5 a.m. 5 a.m. And then they end the market at 9. Ooh, dogai. I don't know what that means, but this is iced orange juice. Would you like to try a traditional Vietnamese coffee?
Okay.
Anyone? Yeah. You start with pouring condensed milk. How much?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, good.
Okay.
And then coffee. And we got Vietnamese coffee.
15,000 Việt Nam đồng.
1, 2, 3,
Yo!
Yon, what do you think they're selling on this boat?
Pineapple.
Yes, when you see the bamboo stick sticking up with a fruit, it means that this is what they're selling on their boat. This is the restaurant where we are gonna have our breakfast.
Rice, noodle and soup. But here there are two kind of different ones. Yes. The first one we call hủ tiếu. Yeah, and the second one.
What's in this?
Rice noodle, pork and vegetable, and bean sprout.
I don't eat meat, but the noodles are amazing.
This is so good. Oh my god.
Come on. Stop yet.
Look who has a lottery ticket.
Are you winning?
I bought it yesterday, and at 5 p.m. today I will go to the internet to check it. If I am correct with the two numbers here, I can get the lowest price. It's 100 Việt Nam đồng. It's about $4 US.
What is the most you can win?
The highest price is 2 billion. So if I won, I can be a billionaire, Vietnamese billionaire. Wow.
What would you use your money for if you won 2 billion dong?
Well, actually, I think that when I won, I will spend money for studying. I would like to study master degree in tourism. Yeah.
Do you have to pay for education in Vietnam?
Yeah. We have to pay for when we study primary school as well, and also at the university too.
What do you think about Mekong Delta today in terms of all the negative, there's a lot of pollution in the water, the whole eco-cycle is affected. What is it? Is it getting worse and worse and worse?
Yeah. Well, about this reason also, my parents are rice farmers, and they plant rice on the rice field. And last year, my father he lost one crop because of the climate change. So pollution and climate change right now become a really big problem for us. And I also realized that we have to protect the environment because we live thanks to the environment. So for us, we are young generation, we will do something. For example, for me, I will use less plastic bag because in Vietnam right now we still use the nylon bag when we are shopping. So for me, I will use it less and also try to collect all of the garbage that I use daily, and I will put it at the right place.
Do you think doing those changes will be enough?
Only me, it's not enough, but start from me, my friend, my family. family and whole community, it would be changed. So hopefully in the next 5 years or 10 years later, the environment in Vietnam would be changed better and better.
It was interesting to hear Tran's thoughts on the many challenges the Mekong Delta is facing. Her perspective was entirely based on climate change, not the dams, not the sand mining, nor the dioxin residue from the Vietnam War. It's hard to imagine that being more mindful about waste management can make a real difference to Mekong and its challenges, since the tangible issues at hand are knowingly harming everything.
He's recycling. Hello.
So if you see someone threw garbage on the river, they have to pay from 3 million Vietnam dong to 5 million Vietnam dong.
Really?
Yeah, a lot.
And do they enforce this?
Right now we have less and less people they throw it because they also realize that the climate change comes from the pollution.
So where are we going?
We are going to the traditional market.
Yes.
You see my outfit? Can you see my outfit?
Yes.
Even it's warm right now, but it's in Vietnamese style.
Yeah?
Yeah, sometimes they also wear face mask or answer the jacket because for Vietnamese girl or woman, we prefer to have white skin. White skin can be considered our beautiful one. So that's why we try to protect from the sunlight.
You know, in Denmark we want to be dark.
Oh, really? Totally different here.
The grass is always greener on the other side. Wow. Amelia?
This makes me want to cook so badly. Look.
While the floating markets is an experience to be had, this market here was beyond our imagination. Never have we seen such an abundance of fruits, herbs, vegetables, fish and meat. This is what a supermarket should look like everywhere around the world. It's fresh, it's organic, it's just so delicious, although with a few exceptions.
We got live toads here. We got lots of them. Wow, what is going on here?
We catch them on the rice field, on the river or canal, and then like here we usually cook as a hot pot, as a soup, or we can make caramelized frog. And the taste is, for me, I think it's quite similar with chicken, chicken meat.
Do you eat this?
Yeah, I love it. I love frog hot pot.
And you don't think that it's sad that you kill the frogs?
So like we don't usually eat this often.
This, what you're looking at right there, is a rat. And one thing that we learned here is that they cut up the animal open so that you can see how fresh it is. So the Vietnamese people, they look at the organs and that's the way they see, okay, this is good to eat or not good to eat.
Historically, the Mekong Delta has been infamous for their live exotic animal stalls. Thankfully, today they are hard to find as it's the older generation who used to eat rats, dogs, bugs and more. It's from an era where survival was so challenging that they simply had no choice but to eat this.
Hello.
Xin chào.
Hanging. Hello. Hello.
With the brown coconut, we break it and then we get coconut milk. It takes about 6 months to get the green one for you to drink. It takes 3 more months to get the brown one. Yeah.
So the green ones they pick from the tree, they don't fall down of the tree?
Yeah, and the brown one can fall down from the tree.
Now it makes sense? Oh. Come on. Wow. I've said it many times that Vietnam is probably the coolest country we have ever visited. It is just so unbelievable here. I mean, look at this place we are. Where else do you find this on the planet?
On this market here, I feel like a female Anthony Bourdain making a documentary about the outskirts of Vietnam. It's amazing. So I asked Tong if it was okay to take photos here because I took some photos and people looked weird at me, so I didn't know if it wasn't okay. But she told me, no, it's okay. Some of these people have just never seen a camera before.
It's an abundance of everything in life that we humans are supposed to eat, except this here. Look how manly I am.
But actually the turtle here not used for eating.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we buy it because in one of the law of karma in Buddhism religion, we believe that when we can let them free, in the next life we will be free. For Vietnamese people, we love freedom. So that's why some people that come here, they buy it, then we return to the river.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
How much?
Một con là bao nhiêu tiền vậy chú?
60.000 con nhỏ.
Con nhỏ này đó hả? This one is 60,000 Vietnam đồng.
I want to buy one and set it free.
Okay, I think it's a very good idea, but the chance of it getting caught again.
What should we call him?
She really wants to break free.
We can do it on the river.
Yeah?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
live in the river?
Yeah,
Yes, they like the fresh water.
Okay, let's put him in the river.
Yes.
What should we name him?
Tuli. Tuli the turtle.
Tuli.
Okay,
Tuli.
wonderful name.
I like that. Tuli the turtle.
We got mushroom, we got ginger, we got fish, rats, fish, mushrooms, fish. This is one of the most amazing experiences of my life. Today is your lucky day.
I hope so. I hope so.
Okay,
So-
let's get a lottery ticket.
Yes. Let's hope that Tuli isn't the only lucky one today.
We already got the result of the ticket.
Yeah?
So let me pray for my Buddha, my God.
Okay, let's
Okay,
go.
let me. So this is Joe. No. No. Oh no. Sad. But it's okay. I'm chasing my dream, so I will buy the new one.
Unfortunately, we have to move on because we have a very tight schedule. But this was just so amazing, so unbelievable, and frankly, enough reason to live here. Having all this every day, wow.
Tuli is one step closer to be a free turtle again. It's very interesting that the Buddhism have this ritual. I very much like that. But I can also help to wonder why did you have to release them in the first place?
Goodbye, my lover.
He's just chilling there.
Goodbye, my friend. Hey!
Let's go buy all the other ones.
So, are we going on this one?
Yeah, they live over 35 years on this boat.
Really?
And I'm gonna show you how they organize the boat.
Xin chào, xin chào. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Where do they sleep?
They sleep here.
Oh, look at
Okay,
the time.
Vietnamese culture. When we want to go inside the house,
We
have
take
to
the
take off
shoes.
the shoes.
Okay. Wow. Is it just one couple or is it a whole family that lives here?
Normally a whole family with the children too. But here the son right now already grow up, so and right now the son live in Ho Chi Minh City.
They make this into a bed at night.
Yeah, the bed. So that's why you can see the sleeping
Ah,
mat,
yes.
a pillow here.
When the children they were living here, they all sleep here next to each other.
Yeah.
Why don't they sleep in there?
Over there, that's why for use for storing the pineapples.
Okay.
So they don't have their own land. They just wait for farmers who bring pineapple to sell for them, and after that they sell it.
So
to
normally
the
this would be
market.
full of pineapples.
When he feel full of the pineapple, it can carry about 10 tons of pineapples.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this is the way we turn on the light here.
And they use solar panels.
Yeah, because in the south of Vietnam we have sun almost all year round. Her name is An Nhiên.
An Nhiên.
An Nhiên.
An Nhiên. An Nhiên.
Yeah.
How do you say nice to meet you?
Rất vui khi được gặp.
How did they get this boat here?
So cái ghe này hồi đó là cô tự đóng hay là cô?
They bought it 30 years ago for
Yeah.
50 million dong.
Yes.
Can you ask her what life is like here? What
What is the best thing about living
And
here?
what
What
is
is the
the
worst
hardest?
thing about living here?
Kia gì dưới sông mình không có tốn tiền nước, nó thuận lợi cái đó.
So the benefit of living on the boat here is that she can use free water. So just take the water from the river to use. And the advantages, disadvantages when they live here. So it's really hard for them to go somewhere, for example, the hospital. Or sometimes for their children go to school. And also in order to buy food here, it's also a little bit more expensive because they need to load it from the traditional market or somewhere else. And this floater market is the wholesale market. So it's quite hard for them to buy 1 kilogram or just a small amount of goods. So it's quite hard for them.
Oh, so she has a special tool where she removes those dots. Wow.
It's sweet, right?
Come on. Wow.
Wow.
It's like the best I've ever had. How do they have fun?
Cô làm sao để cô she watch videos on TikTok, on YouTube, and watch film too. And you know what? In Vietnam, we also have kind of karaoke.
Yes, we know.
We went to karaoke. You can hear everything.
Are they considered wealthy people compared to the average Vietnamese here in Mekong? Is this like more wealthy?
No, because people they live here, most of them they don't have enough money to build house on the mainland, so that's why they just live on the boats. Yeah.
But how do they find 50 million dongs to buy it in the first place?
In the past, some of them they borrow their relative because here they are very supportive and helpful. Because in the past, boats can be considered the main transportation on the waterway. So in the past, they can earn a lot of money from the boats.
TikTok. TikTok.
I got magnets for my mother. I don't think my mother has ever received such a local magnet in her life.
What makes the Mekong Delta a bucket list experience for tourists is really that you get this intimate experience with the locals. You get an insight into their life and their true purpose. Everyone seems to be passionate about what they do, and that's probably also why people are so nice.
In 2017, I went to Thailand to work on the rice paddy fields, and when they harvested the rice, they would let it to dry, and then after you would take on big blankets and you would kind of stir and shake the rice so that all this husk would leave, because inside this, that's where you find the actual rice. So here they reuse it, so they have a sustainable practice here. They can use this to create fire, energy basically.
Yeah.
Why do they burn it?
So first you have a rice and you eat the rice, but instead of just throwing out the leftover from the shell around the rice, they use it for fire. And instead of just throwing out this burnt fire, they take it to another place and use it for a nursery for new rice.
For a new plantation, new trees.
Oh my God. Hi. There are two of you. Oh my goodness.
Here's another example of the local craftsmanship. This is how you make noodles.
It's all about the rice flour. You mix it with water until it gets an almost milk-like substance, and then you pour it on the stove like a pancake.
Whoa. That is very cool.
No.
With the hand?
Okay.
Okay. There are no artificial coloring involved in this process. It all comes from leaves or flowers or fruits in order to color it all these different colors. That's very cool.
So now you can smell it. Let you smell it.
Oh yeah, I can.
Wow, look at that.
It's so pretty.
This has several purposes.
Okay.
And natural, Jon, almost. No, it's like rubber.
Really?
Try.
Wow.
Hello.
Có để dạng tổng sầu nặng cũng chừng chết vậy.
Definitely.
This is like making pasta.
Spaghetti.
Yes.
Wow.
Look how pretty it is. This is the butterfly pea, and it's so pretty because it's like purple bluish. And This is also what they use to make this color.
Ooh, they have
You see?
blue. Wow.
This Mekong Delta exploration was honestly too good to be true. Constantly, we were bombarded with experiences, knowledge, and tasty delicacies.
These are mangosteen, queen of fruit in Asia.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You get the whole thing out, eat the whole thing. Yep, like that.
Wow. Oh my god.
Unfortunately, there is a harsh reality to be faced by the locals. And even with Tran's positive outlook on things, it doesn't look good. With over 11 hydropower dams in China, Laos and Thailand, the delta cannot replenish itself, which means the Mekong Delta is literally washing away. The unregulated sand mining for construction is causing homes and farms to collapse. Furthermore, with less fresh water flowing in, saltwater intrusion is slowly but surely destroying the rice fields.
But it doesn't even stop there. As the Western lifestyle is increasingly adopted by the Vietnamese, fewer people want to be farmers. Fewer are willing to do the hard labor. Fewer are carrying on their ancestors' tradition with the same pride and passion. And that's the real tragedy.
Oh my god. Okay, don't. No. So this is a burned rice?
Yes, the husk that has been burned is you're using it here for the nursery.
What is he doing?
What he's doing now is just making that little stick to hold the banana leaf. So literally everything is made by hand. Don't even know what to say. I am in legit awe right now. I have been dreaming about an experience similar to this for years now, and now I'm sitting here dressed up like a local and just enjoying this. Is so pretty, and it's even prettier from the sky, Jon says, which is so hard for me to even understand. I swear, when we're just here, I see the locals having lunch on the side by the shore. It makes you wonder what life really is like here. Makes you feel what life really is like here, honestly.
Tran's radiating passion and love for her Mekong is truly heartwarming. That's definitely what this region needs more of. But it's not enough. The survival of the Mekong Delta is a fight against time. Vietnam must act now by regulating sand mining, negotiate dam releases, and make farming a future worth fighting for. If not, the Mekong Delta simply won't survive another generation.
So we are almost back at the Bamboo Eco Village, and we have a little bit of unfortunate news. We have to take an emergency bus to Ho Chi Minh because we have something on our camera that broke, and that's the only place we can get it. We were supposed to be here until tomorrow morning, but we were going to leave very early anyway because tomorrow we are going to Dalat, which is 12 hours from here in a bus and 8 hours from Ho Chi Minh. So we're sad to leave this epic place, but it has been such a fantastic experience. We've had a little bit more than 24 hours, definitely not enough, but because we're on a tight schedule, we have to move on. And our final destination is Hanoi, and that is way up north. So let's move on this exciting journey.